Hey guys, we're going to do that live listing thing today because it seems to work for everybody. It definitely works for me for sure. So I looks like sorry, I was checking this email, so I got these unlocked. I had a phone unlocked. Hey, Nineveh, and Tracy's here. Hi, Tracy. So I got this email from AT&T because I have an old iPhone 5 that I wanted to unlock, which should have been unlocked already because we bought that phone outright. There was no contract, but AT&T puts their freaking claws into it, and then you can't transfer it. Same with this one. I paid, I don't know, well, my husband paid $750 or $799 for this phone, cash from Apple. But since we use AT&T, I bet you they have locked my phone that I can't just transfer it to any other network, which really ticks me off. But anyway, so I do the unlock request, which is something you can do online. You don't have to call them to do. So I get this email, and you'll have to forgive my big text with my old lady eyes, but it says, use these instructions to unlock your phone, your device. And then you scroll down, and here are the unlock instructions. Contact Apple support if you have additional questions. Oh, that's it. I'm like, that's really helpful. So I'm hoping that the device is unlocked because my husband wants to let somebody borrow it, or I don't know, sell. I don't know what he's doing with it, but anyway, but that just kind of frustrated me that they lock the phone even though they don't own the phone. They never owned the phone. It's very frustrating to me. But anyway, so I wanted to talk about something, and I think Chris is joining in a little bit. And I think Linda will be joining later. She was going to go to an estate sale this morning. But I saw this post. Hey, Amalia. And I saw this Instagram post this morning from Nicole State. And let me first say, I'm not a clothing seller, so I don't watch all of her videos. I watch every once in a while. I'll watch a video of hers. But I do, and I don't love her. Just let me say that. I'm not like I don't know, what would you call them? Like a States Place fanatic or something. Hey, Andy, and Beverly. Hey, thanks for being here. So I'm not like a States Place like fanatic or anything. But I think that there is good content there if you weed out some of the other stuff. But anyway, that's just my personal opinion, and it accounts for nothing. It means nothing. But I saw this Instagram post this morning where she had taken a picture of Disneyland, because she lives on the West Coast, of Disneyland, and she was in the Disneyland hotel. And her post was essentially, I can't believe that we have the ability to kind of just go here on a whim. And that's because of the work that she's done with reselling and all of that. And her and Joe work really hard. And while I never, ever, ever want to be on that level, I really do not, because I'm not young. I don't have that kind of energy or ambition. And I'm not even that smart. I'm kind of not smart, but I was inspired by that. And I thought, looking around, am I doing everything that I can do to be as successful as I want to be? Because I think you always need to be striving for a little bit more, or maybe a lot more. It just depends. It depends on what your goals are. And I am not where I would like to be. After doing some reflection while I was doing some cat box duty and changing the sheets and washing the dishes, I was reflecting on the fact that I'm kind of just sitting still right now. And I have been probably for a good 6 months. where I have not seen the growth that I would like to see. And I'm kind of disappointed in myself for that. Because I am letting comfort and laziness kind of rule my success level. And I, you know, I'm kind of like surprised by that, because I think I tell myself I'm working hard, I'm working every day, and I am in this chair every day, like 28 days out of 30. I'm in this chair working. And Tracy, I'm with you. I feel the same way. I watch her videos every once in a while. I follow her on Instagram. She is building an empire, and I'm really impressed by that, but I can't take too much. Yeah. But yeah, I think I tell myself that I'm pushing towards this goal. I'm pushing towards this goal, but all I'm pushing toward is maintaining the status quo. And I am not happy about that. And I think that it's important to be angry about that, to get fired up, So I have not formulated a plan of exactly, first of all, I need to really formulate the goal. What is the goal? And I think the goal right now is I would like to have the goal of $5,000 a month in the next 6 months. And I don't think that's impossible. I'm doing about 3,000. I'm doing about 3,000 a month now. And you're like, well, that's pretty good. But if you look at almost half of it's shipping, because, eBay gives you that number, but it includes all of the shipping that you receive too, all the shipping money that people paid you too, which goes right back out. I'm not making that much money. And I think I would like to hit that $5,000 in 6 months. So today's the beginning of March, right? April, May, June, July, August, September. By September, I would like to be doing $5,000 a month. And that's going to be a real challenge, because that means I have to increase my business by about 80%. And I'm going to be doing it through the slower months. So that's going to be a real challenge. And maybe it's not attainable. Maybe it's not attainable for me. But I don't want to give myself that easy out to say, well, you just can't do it this time of year. And I don't have the room to store that kind of thing. And I could come up with 1,000 excuses why I can't reach that goal. But I think that I need to be pushing towards something, because I look around this room and I'm seeing I'm not doing my best. I've got tons of stuff to list, and I've got a lot of stuff here. I've got an entire shelf stacked up of stuff here that is local, that's just not moving. A lot of that's probably going to go in the yard sale. I'll have a yard sale in about 45 days. I think they'll have it. So I'll get rid of some of that. How many of you can go into your store right now and find junk that shouldn't be in there? I probably have a lot. And we were talking about this yesterday with the new seller update, the spring update. If I'm going to be offering free returns, and I'm thinking I'm leaning toward it, just because I'm not selling a lot of clothes. So I don't have, that clothing sellers have a higher incidence of returns than most other people. But do I want to be selling junk? Listen, I shipped 4 things this morning. Sorry, my nose is running for some reason. I'm not crying. a jewelry lot for $7 plus shipping, a jewelry lot for like $10 plus shipping, a game for like nothing. And I took an offer on a Coors or a Corona thing that I had for $12. Junk. I do not want this junk in my store anymore. I don't want to have to pay for 700 listings if 200 of them are crap. So I'm going to be working to move those things out. And I don't know, I have been since about December. Let me grab a Kleenex. Ever since about December, I have been selling off some of that cheaper stuff, and 3 of those items sold today. Actually, let's see, did I ship 5 items today? 2 jewelry lots. Oh, the one I'm thinking of, the game was yesterday. But 3 of the 4 things that sold today, that sold and shipped today, were in a category that was at least 50 to 60% off. It's just junk I'm trying to move out. So I really want to be making some better decisions with the things that I'm buying and stop getting caught up when I'm in the thrift store. I don't understand what psychologically happens when I'm in the thrift store. But I don't want to list this junk anymore. I just don't. Now, that being said, I am still going to part things out because there's still money to be made there. But I may not part out every single tiny bit of an item, and list the $8 part just because, hey girl, just because I have the $8 part. It will just depend. So I'm ranting a little bit, Chris. Okay, you're muted for the moment. Andy says our oldest listings, probably about 100 things, are things that we bought before we really did the research on brands that sell. We are practically giving them away to get them out. Yeah, and that's, I don't know if you were listening, Chris, or you were listening to my ridiculous rant.
Not a ridiculous rant. I think it's a valid rant.
Yeah, I'm I've been so driven, and I had this discussion with Linda yesterday, so driven to get to a certain number that I would do that it didn't matter what I was listening to get there. And it's like having this drive at this goal, and it's the wrong goal. So I am going to be actively looking. I mean, there's a lot that goes into this. Some of it is just, they're going to be long tail items, and I know that, but they'll be very profitable long tail items. I think those things are perfectly fine to have in your store. But I don't want the long tail. These are measuring cups for a bread maker. I don't know that these are going to sell very quickly. And if they do, they're going to be an $8 item. I don't think I want the long tail $8 item. And it's that mentality of,
well, here's my suggestion. You want me to give you a suggestion?
Oh, I'm ready for it.
Because this is what I'm sort of trying to do, is that, I have a second ID on eBay. It's not a store subscription or anything, but now that they're offering that entry store, I might bump it up to that. I don't know what the limitations are. I have to look at all that. But I'm picking things up, and if I say this is $10 to $15 or even less, it's going in a bin, and I'm not bothering with it. I can either list it on that second ID, or I'm just focused on the priority, the higher things. So right now I am just, when I have some time or I've done a bunch of listing already on my main store, I'm jumping over there and throwing a couple of cheap things up on there, or even on Etsy, because it's cheaper. If I can put it on Etsy, because the fees are cheaper.
Yeah. And I don't want this rant to come off as a negative. I really want you guys to take a look at what you're doing and see if it's getting you to where you want to go. Because I'll tell you, what I'm doing is not working. It's not working. So, hey, Kiari, thanks for joining. But, you know, I have been combating in Facebook groups. I don't even know why I'm spending the energy. It just, I guess, because I'm passionate about it. People that are just negative Nellies and think the sky is falling in with these changes on eBay. Honey, we go through this every quarter. Every time that they do a spring or fall update, people think the sky is falling. It's not. I mean, I really sat down this morning and looked at the numbers. And my discount, my discount for the final value fees through my top rated Seller Plus listings was $27 in my best recent month. And you know, you just have to look at that and weigh out, well, is it worth the $27 or whatever that number is for you to have free returns? And I think that's probably going to even out for most people except clothing sellers. I think the people that will be impacted the most by this is clothing sellers.
Well, here's the problem, though, that is also something you got to figure in that equation. Sucks for us, but it's true. Is that if we aren't, you know, even if we don't feel it's worth our effort to get that discount or whatever, it might push us down in search to the point where our items aren't going to be selling. And so, you know, we take the hit that way. So, you know, it's just. Yeah.
And I'm probably going, I'm almost 100% sure I'm going to do the free returns. And it'll be particularly interesting to see, because I have not read, I don't know for certain, if you can choose which listings.
You can.
If you can choose which listings you want to do your free returns on, that may make a difference.
Right.
So if it's the, I don't know, the $200 suit, that it makes a significant difference on the final value fees. Or the fact that you'd have to eat the shipping to get that suit back or whatever. You know, you just got to play that and figure out if that works for you. Andy said some people really hate change. I find that most people do. It's just uncomfortable and people like comfort. The important thing is to ignore the Eeyores and move forward. We're constantly learning. We constantly are. Oh, no. Free returns.
And the thing is, too, I mean, like, if I also, you know, realistically, most of what I sell isn't high dollar things. I'd rather offer free returns, and then when they want to return it, just say, no, that's okay.
Just keep it.
Keep it. I'll give you a refund.
Yeah. Yeah, that's an option. So, because I'm hopeful that it's free returns, but it's not an automatic approval. You know, and if it's not an automatic approval and you manage yours by approving them manually, you have that ability to say, you know what, this is an $8 widget or a $15 widget, and there's $3 to ship it to you and there's $3 to ship it back. Just keep it. You have that option too.
Set your threshold for your automatic returns, I think.
Yeah, I think mine are set for particular reasons and a particular dollar level, I think. But I just don't get that many. And even Linda and I were talking, my return rate is high for what I sell, but usually it's my mistake, you know. Nanabeth says her return rate was 0.42% average in her 3 stores. Rarely get a return request. I'm going to try to free return, see if I'm getting a bunch of false claims reports. I'll stop it. Oh, was that you?
It was.
I'm not sure who else I thought it would be. But that is amazing. I have like a 2.7 return rate, but it's
I don't even know what's good and what's not. Like, I don't even know. I'm sure it depends on what you're selling, but I wonder.
Nanabeth said something earlier about, I feel like my crafting business has gone stagnant, so I'm looking into more types of things to sell. It's a challenge since everything has to be purchased online since I'm housebound. That is a challenge. It certainly is.
An offer, a pathetic offer.
Oh, a pathetic offer. All right. So that being said, I just want to tell for those of you that were here yesterday, I had a blast. I had such a good time yesterday. It was so much fun.
It was really productive, like the first hour and a half I was on, and then I just fell apart.
Nanabeth says, I sell bags of tile. I don't take back anything in open packages. Also, I require a picture before I return approval. You know, too, I don't know, Nanabeth, if you sell on Etsy, but that may be an option for you as well, to buy things in bulk from those Chinese sellers on eBay and then sell it as craft supplies over on Etsy. I'm sure that people do that. I'm sure that the Chinese sellers do that. I have not just invented anything with that suggestion. Oh, let's see. Let's get down to brass tacks. What am I going to list today? Let's look.
Well, I'm folding laundry.
You're folding laundry?
At the moment. Because my
I just put my first load in. But Nanabeth says, I've been on Etsy since they started out in the dark ages. That's funny. So has anybody heard of a site called Shopee? Shoppi?
Nope.
I'm just checking it out. It looks geared toward, there's some craft element to it, but it looks like there are other things as well. And I don't know anything about it yet. I'm going to do some research on it to see if it is a viable platform. But I don't know if it is a place to advertise your business or what it is actually. I've just something I've heard about recently, so I'll be checking into that too. And that's something else to consider. If you're someone that wants to jump ship from eBay, or you want to lessen the amount of fees you're paying, there are tons of other platforms. They're just not going to have the traffic. Let's see. I don't even know if I've got sales going or anything right now. I better check that. If you're a seller that hasn't had a store, I would highly recommend getting one of those. Kim says she just signed up on Together yesterday. That site's been around for a little bit, but I have not sold on it. But you would probably benefit from getting that little starter store if you have more than 50 items listed.
Did they publish the cost on the starter store?
What?
Did they publish the cost of the starter store?
Yeah, it's $4.95 if you do $4.99. I think if you do the year commitment, and it's $7.99 if you pay for it monthly.
What are your?
You get 100 listings.
Huh.
Andy says she has about 30 items to list. Mixture of shirts, dresses, suits, and blazers. I am just now listing all the blazers that I bought when we were at the Salvation Army. Oh my, yeah, you better get on that. And from what I understand, all of the features will work the same with all of the other stores, but you will not get a shipping discount coupon, like a shipping supplies coupon.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But it's perfect for the person that has been either too scared to commit, because the price for the basic store is going up a little bit.
Yeah.
You know, or you're just at that intermediate stage where you want to be able to offer sales and things like that, promotions, but you just don't have a lot of items yet. Annabeth said, I tried drop shipping. It was a nightmare. They didn't ship on time or would cancel due to out of stock. My ranking tanked on that store. I like having the item on hand when I list it. Yeah, drop shipping can be really, really difficult because you're out of control. I mean, you don't have control of when that item's going out or not. Let's see. I need to run a sale. So I'm going to try and get 10 things listed today. I've already talked for 25 minutes, so I probably ought to get to it. Looking at prices like bulk to maybe branch out into hard goods. There are some videos. Pudgy Picker just put out one. Go on YouTube and look for resellers that are buying from bulk. They'll show you what they got for their money. And that'll give you an idea of like the quality you can expect and all of that. Because I've been toying with that idea. And I have been watching some information about that. Let's see. Linda must be watching me from somewhere. She just sent me a message that said, just do it. Unless she's referring to Nike. I'm not sure.
Did you watch much of the Olympics?
I watched Shaun White win the gold, and I watched a couple of the ice skating. I did not watch the luge or the or curling or any of that.
They were doing, little stories in between the, events or whatever, spotlighting different past athletes and such. And they did a whole big thing on the two Brians, Brian Boitano and Brian Orser, who was a Canadian figure skater, and Brian was an American figure skater. Brian Boitano, I mean. And it was really interesting about their rivalry and all of that. But they also did a thing about Debbie Thomas. Do you remember Debbie Thomas, the African-American figure skater? She was like the first world champion African-American figure skater or something. Do you remember her name at all? Answer me, Sarah.
Oh, she texted me, just do it, because she was responding to a message I sent her telling her I got to push harder. I got to work harder. So go ahead. So I'm sorry.
Okay. Debbie Thomas. Do you know who Debbie Thomas is?
Debbie Thomas. Why do I know that name?
She was an African-American figure skater in
Okay.
like the 80s or something.
Okay.
And anyway, they did this whole spotlight thing about her, which was really interesting. But she's claiming that she came up with the just do it. No, I mean, she said it jokingly, but She said it's on film. You can see it, and you can right at the beginning of her routine. She says, "Just do it." You can see it just as clear as day with the camera on her. She says, "Just do it," and so she's claiming that she. I'm just telling you, Nike. I came up with that. Like she was just
that's funny.
kidding, but
Yeah.
she wouldn't mind a little kickback for it.
Right.
But she went on to become a doctor or surgeon or
Wow.
medical field.
Andy says she remembers Debbie Thomas.
Yeah, she was really cute.
I remember more Wendy Thomas.
I don't know Wendy Thomas.
Sure you do. We eat at a restaurant every time we go to Kettering, Wendy's.
Oh, is that their last? Oh yeah.
Yeah, remember Dave Thomas was her dad? I'm fat.
All right, what am I gonna do?
I don't know. I'm going to list these jewel cases. I'm going to list these jewel cases and suitcases and get talk cases. Hey, Tracy. Tracy the Red Palapa is here. Good morning, everyone. Are you having a listing party? We are. Thanks for joining in.
Enjoying
I haven't seen you for a while, but I have seen like all of your incredible success with Poshmark over, your Instagram posts. You are killing it, girl. I mean, you were just down in the dumps not that long ago about your eBay sales being off. And the next thing you know, she's like a Poshmark queen. I've got 50 packages going out. I mean, it's just amazing. She's really turned it around. I want to be that chick and live where she lives.
Mm-hmm. Do you have a Facebook page for your store, your eBay store?
No, I don't. Does anybody have a Facebook page or an Instagram that is
Linda does
just for selling? Tracy says she's been doing really good on Posh. eBay is starting to pick up. Good for you. Good for you. I'm glad that you just didn't, wallow like I would have done.
Anyway, I created one. I think it's live. I don't know. But I just thought it might be a good way to, like when I have to do, because I always offer, videos upon request if they want to see something working or whatever. Thought it might be a place to upload videos and direct them to, or.
Tracy says Tracy Thrifts says she's got an Instagram or a Facebook. Tracy's Trends on Facebook. And Andy says she's got a Facebook page for her store.
Okay. Tell me how you guys use it. Like, do you list? Like, does it? Do
you copy your listings over there, or
does it automatically like somehow sync up with that, or do you just use it to promote special things, or? I mean, I guess you can't really sell off that site if it's listed on eBay, right?
Nanabeth said, UPS just came with my bubble wrap. It usually comes in 4 rolls. This is 1 giant roll. Does it look something like this? Because I just got this on my doorstep yesterday. Isn't that ridiculous? That's gigantic. All right.
Okay, so
hey, Val.
Andy says she posts pictures of new items and then give a link to the store. So you're taking them from Facebook to your eBay store or Etsy or Poshmark or whatever.
And it looks like Tracy does the same.
I list an item and then share it from eBay. Links right to my Facebook business page. So is that allowed? That's what I'm asking. Like, can you? I thought eBay didn't want you to take people off site.
But they're sending them back to eBay to buy it, I think.
Oh, okay. I got you.
Yeah, they're just posting the link on Facebook, and that directs them to eBay to buy it. I think that honestly, we're going to see some more. We're going to see some changes to Facebook Marketplace too.
Yeah.
Facebook Marketplace is now allowing you to add shipping.
Yep.
And it has a pay now feature, like where you a pay button, so that you could pay them on through PayPal.
Right.
I believe we're going to see Facebook start to emerge as another powerful platform.
I think so too, and I think they're going to have to start charging.
They probably will. They'll probably start charging a percentage, but
they're going to have to. I mean, I don't know how you can maintain it to be free. Although, you know, regular Facebook is free just because of the ad. You know,
right.
They allow it to be free because all the ads. Yeah, Tracy says right. The link takes them right back to eBay. Okay.
Yeah. So, and now, how are you driving people to follow that group? Like, how are you getting people to view it?
Well, that's what I was wondering. Is that something I could put in on my thank you that I put in my packages that go out?
I would be careful with that. I think there is some language.
Yeah.
But I mean, Instagram is another place. Like, I don't sell any one thing. So I think it's more difficult for somebody like me, because not everybody is looking for the blender bowl or the food processor bowl for the Hamilton Beach. You know what I mean?
I won't do it for things like that. I'm just trying to figure out, like, okay, wait a minute, hold on. Tracy's asking, does anyone have a suggestion on how to get a set-in stain on a quilt?
Do we know what kind of stain it is?
You can go to the Tide Stain Detective or whatever it's called. I use Folex for almost every stain on everything, work and home related.
Try peroxide and baking soda paste. That's probably not a bad idea. That's probably
She doesn't know what kind of stain.
Yeah. Val, the Instagram. Listen, I was so not Instagram 6 months ago. Period.
What's that about Mosaic Group? Sorry, what's Mosaic Groups?
Oh,
she's an artist, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Chris, did you say Soilex?
Folex.
What did you say?
Folex. Folex. It's actually a carpet stain remover, but it's a really good product.
Yeah. So, but Val, Instagram is not. It's amazing how quickly you'll pick up followers just by posting. Just post something you sold. Start following people.
And the great thing about Instagram, I don't use it personally, but from my understanding, you really don't have to have the followers in order to get sales or to get traffic on an item if you're hashtagging it.
Yep.
With the right hashtags, you know. That's what I understand. I don't know. I don't do it.
Andy says she uses the Oxygel stick. It's an antique quilt. I would be careful with it. Yeah, I would too. If it's really old, I might just sell it with the stain.
Yeah, or you could try a dry cleaner and see if they have a stain service or something. I don't know.
Tracy, I need to start using Instagram more religiously too. I know that you post regularly, and I need to do that too. I need to do something eBay related and something personal, because I like seeing people post, others resellers post babies and grandbabies and pets and food and whatever, and I like it. Amalia said she got a new follower last night and never posted a thing. You can tell it's a reseller because of their name. Nanabeth says, I'm social media stupid. No clue how to do Instagram at all. YouTube is a challenge. You know, you didn't know how to do eBay either. So it's just learning a little bit at a time. Just learn a little bit at a time. I would like to turn Instagram into a more of a selling platform. I think it's a challenge when you don't sell a common item like clothing.
Yeah.
Let's see. Tracy said it's hard to keep on cross-posting all the sites and keep posting fresh items every day. And then Tracy Thrifts it says, please make sure you use hashtags or you won't get much traffic. People like to see real life. It's true. And Andy says she posts everything on her Instagram, and she does. She posts a lot of her sales, the shopping that she's doing, her daughter. Like, I see a lot of her posts on there too. So I think it's a tool that is underutilized by most people. But you know, my bread and butter is over here on eBay, so I should probably try and list one thing, maybe. It's a listing show, so we should probably try and list. It's your personal page as well as your business page, but I don't use it to sell. Gotcha. Okay, there's my mailman. You guys hang tight for a second. Here we go. There we go. Let's see. Bluebird. I wouldn't use OxiClean on an antique quilt. Oh, thanks, Amalia. She just followed me on Instagram. On most clothes, I use it for stains. The only trouble I've had is with colors bleeding. I use it on an inconspicuous area first. Hey, Wimpy Whistler. Hey, welcome. And, oh, I'm too fat to run. Too fat to run. Okay. I'm doing your shipping right now. 7 sales. Yes, yesterday. Thank goodness. Good for you. I had 4 yesterday. Chris, did you have any? Okay.
What was the question?
What was the question? The question was, did you have any sales yesterday?
I did. No. I shipped 3 things this morning, I believe. One was those orange fish earrings.
Yeah.
Those sold for $40. The vintage mastermind game I did in one of our haul, when I did it, the Facebook haul video, sold for $22.99. And one of many neckties that I have.
One of many.
Yeah, it was an auction. It went to, it sold for 99 cents with plus shipping. Yeah. I just pulled out some of the more unique ties to do that with, and then I think I'm just gonna send each of you a bag of 10 or 15 ties, and then I'm gonna use Mercari, I think, to lot the rest, or I might use Etsy for the silk ones.
Val says she doesn't know how a hashtag works. She's never done it. So a hashtag is just a highlighted search term. So if you are in Instagram or you're in a platform or social media that uses hashtag and you search hashtag LuLaRoe, it will pull up all the posts that have hashtagged their own post LuLaRoe. It's just a search, a method of search. It's real simple.
No familiar to you, but it's basically like tagging the item with descriptive words that will enable it to come up in search.
Yeah. And then Tracy the Red Palapa says, has anyone tried to sell on Mercari? I've got a couple of things listed there. I haven't sold very much over there. Of course, it's probably like everything else. If I listed more, I'd probably sell more. I have bought things on Mercari, and I haven't had decent experience with it. Tracy Thrifts, it said I sold 3 on eBay, 1 on Poshmark, and 1 on Mercari yesterday. And I'm listing some men's Florsheim dress shoes right now. Should make about $50. I see Florsheim shoes every once in a while, and I usually don't buy them, but maybe I'll start picking them up.
So I had that Train paint by number kit.
Yeah.
Listed it for $49.99 with best offer, and the offer I just got before $15.99.
No. No, Scott, you had your chance.
Zip it. Yeah, that would be with free shipping, of course. So
yeah,
and it's large. The box is
big.
So I'll do my standard passive aggressive thing, and I will.
How about no?
I'll counter offer like $5 below my asking price.
I don't even know what these retail for, so how can I know what they sell, like what to sell them for on eBay?
Thank you very much for your interest in this item. My counter offer is $45.99.
Right.
Have a good day.
Oh wow! Last pair of Florsheim shoes you thrifted sold for $80. Ooh. I need to pick those up. I overlooked them. I'm like,
no, they were a thing.
I mean, I know that they're quality shoes, but for some reason, I just thought they weren't relevant anymore.
Yeah, I don't know why it wasn't. They're not on my radar. I mean, like you, I'm familiar with the name, and I know it was a quality shoe at one time. I guess I just don't, didn't know if it still was.
Hold on, honey. Honey.
What?
I'm live.
I'm alive too.
He said he's alive too.
I'm alive.
I'm alive.
It's alive.
Nothing. Wow. Be nice.
So what's going to get to your goal?
There are 19 viewers, and this is going on YouTube.
That's it. It's not enough to be alive.
Come here and say hello.
Hello, guys. How are you? How many do you have?
19.
19. 19, that's enough?
Yeah.
Nice to meet you guys.
Nice to meet you.
Thank you for your support.
Oh, would you get out of here? Oh. Are you home for the day?
No, I need to go to the club.
Okay. So, everyone's saying hello.
Thank you.
Ninabeth says, I think YouTube are great. Spent years all alone. No one around who sold online too, so I had to learn everything myself. This is great to have the company to share the same interest in selling. I know. That's one of my favorite parts about YouTube, and I was feeling very isolated, and that's why I even started this channel. He's a hot mess. You all do not encourage him. But yeah, just having the the like-minded folks is really important because you don't go to work and complain about the boss over the water cooler because there's no boss for you to complain about because that's you.
Yeah, but mine can be a real.
So. Oh yeah, he's a keeper for sure. Yeah. Okay. Bye. I'll see you later. What time are you coming? What time are you coming? Okay.
Something like that when I finish.
All right. And in the morning, I'm making waffles.
Parfait. Everybody like parfait.
Yeah, everybody like parfait. Let's see. When I'm on FaceTime with family, I have to tell my husband not to come out of the bathroom naked. That's pretty funny. Yeah, I totally get it. Nana Beth wants to know, does he have a really old single uncle? Probably, but I don't think he speaks English, and that can be a problem. Let's see, where's my... Okay, one. I got one done. Up, live. So, hey, Nikki. I got new shelves now. I can get some work done. Good for you. That's fun. I like getting new organizational stuff. Just wish I was an organizational person. Let's see.
So I started to ask before your husband rudely interrupted.
Before he ruined everything.
I don't want to take you off task, but so because I would need to like digest that a little bit to figure out what do you think it is that will get you to your goal if what you're doing isn't currently doing it. I think I'd have to sit on that for a little bit and think, because that's how I work.
Yeah, I think that's the struggle.
And it's
I think
real.
that there are things that I would have to stop doing and things that I would have to stop to start doing. One of the things that I would need to stop doing is just buying everything that will make money. That's the first thing that I would have to stop doing, because I really have to set some hard and fast rules, and I struggle with that. To say, okay, this is an item that will sell, but it will not make as much money as I want in the time frame that I want. So I think that's one of the first things that I would have to do.
So maybe it's just a matter of some things you have to stop rather than something you have to start.
Yeah, and I think I do need to be a little hungrier, because that's one of my problems, is that I'm not as hungry as I could be as far as working, because I'm like, oh, it's 3 o'clock. I'm done. And I get it. I've got other responsibilities, just like everybody else. You know, some people have kids or parents or jobs. I don't know, jobs. And I'm very fortunate in that my responsibilities are really just cleaning house and cooking. But I do need to dedicate myself one of the things that I probably need to do is start getting out of bed, because I've been sleeping into 8 o'clock again.
I think 8 o'clock's okay.
I think I've just been tired lately.
The commute is really short, so you know.
It is a short commute. Let's see. Andy says she needs a snack. Did you bring enough for everyone? And Tracy said, oh my God, I totally understand. I've really had to look at that and make sure that I'm making a good and quick profit. And also I wake up early and I'm already thinking about reselling every day. I dream about reselling. Tracy Thrifts, it's got one live. Woo! You slept until 10:30. Yeah, I can't do that just because I know the mailman's going to come. I feel there's a level of guilt that will make me get out of bed no later than 8. 8 is like the absolute cutoff. I don't care how tired I am, get up at 8. So I don't know, Chris. Well, what things would you change about your habits? Maybe you don't have a problem with where you are. I'm assuming that you might.
Well, I have a problem. I mean, I don't have a problem. I you know, my own stumbling blocks or whatever. Let's call them challenges. I don't know. I don't even know what my goals are, so I can't.
I think that's part of my problem too.
Yeah, I feel like it's always a moving target for me.
Oh, Beverly, that should make like a ton of money. She thinks she found a real amber vintage necklace, glows under blue light, and holds up to the pin test.
Nice.
I think those are the things that I would put in that listing too. That you believe that it is a real amber necklace. I mean, that's what I would do. You may go and take it to a jeweler and get it like authenticated or something. But if it was my listing, I would be like, I believe this to be a real amber necklace. These are the things that I've done to confirm it. Blah, blah, blah. I have not noticed a feedback issue, but I don't pay attention to feedback. But mine is it's increasing. I've noticed an increase over the last couple of weeks. So I don't know. That is, maybe you need to call them. Let's get back to you, Chris.
No, let's not. I'm all about avoiding.
I know. Tracy said he started a spreadsheet that you update every morning so that it motivates me what to do. And what does your spreadsheet contain? Nikki said, I need to stop being a bum. LOL, definitely need to wake up earlier and go to bed sooner, I think. Yeah, I got some bum in me too.
All right, I will be right back.
Okay. I'm not organized either, Nikki, by any stretch of the imagination. And this room, actually these two rooms, are in utter chaos right now. There are things that I haven't put away. There are there are things I need to inventory, things I need to sort through. Oh, it's Jessica. Jessica, I'm sorry. That would make sense since it's J. I do that kind of crap all the time. I try to remember people's name, and I should just write them down. Duh. Jessica, thank you for correcting me. I appreciate that. I hope I don't make that mistake again. I'm old, and I've got the memory of a goldfish. But yeah, as far as being a bum, yeah, I got you. Definitely need to work harder. I mean, this is what I'm dealing with right now. Look at all of the junk just sitting. Ah, it's terrible. Oh, Beverly, when you bought it, you thought it was plastic? Oh, that's so exciting. I hope it is real. Let's see. Will you fit in a padded flat rate? Tracy thrifts it. So what I do if the mobile says everything's okay, no side scrolling, and then when I go to list on my phone, I do have to scroll to the side. Never had that happen. The mobile friendly checker really only refers to the way that so are you okay? Are you checking the listing on the app, or are you checking the listing on the website in a browser on your phone? Tracy, I understand exactly what you're saying. She says, let me tell you, my husband is a saint. My stuff is everywhere. I try to pick up every day before he gets home so it looks like a house again. Listen, girl, I had to tell myself this morning, you are doing housework before you go live. And I did the dishes and cleaned up the kitchen and swept the floor and made the bed, changed the sheets and made the bed, cleaned the cat litter box and emptied all the garbage upstairs. And my husband never says a word. He never complains about it, but I know he appreciates it so much when I clean. Okay. I look at the listing on my phone and I do have to scroll side to side. From my understanding, the mobile friendly checker was only referring to, I thought at first it was the actual app, but I thought it was referring to when you're looking at the eBay website on your phone in a browser. That's the way it was supposed to look. If you want to share the listing ID, you can. Nobody will be able to see it after the show because the chat doesn't show. And somebody else can look at it just to see if they're getting the same experience. Otherwise, I don't know. I don't know why it would do that. Let's see. Each room, I have stations. Bedroom has the soft light box. Dining room, computer. Living room has a mannequin because it has the best light. I have to keep all my stuff contained, though. I did give him his own room where he could put his stuff because basically I own the rest of the house, you know, except for his safe in here that can't go any other place. This whole downstairs is mine. Okay.
I figured out what these radio flyer pieces would do.
Oh, really? I can't wait. Tell me.
It didn't take long. I thought I'd be sitting here forever. It is called Radio Flyer Steer and Stroll Trike.
Steer and stroll trike.
Say that 3 times fast. Steer and stroll.
I don't think I can.
Steer and stroll. Stroll.
Yeah, I don't think you can either.
Anyway, so yeah, the little basket on the back, I have several of those. I have 2 of the main bar pieces.
Tracy, I've never seen this before, but I am having to scroll across. But it looks fine. Like in the actual app, it looks fine. But when you That's weird. Huh. Chris, when you get done, would you check it?
I'm sorry. What?
No, you're fine. I want to. Don't do it yet. You got a couple of the little boxes on the back. I remember that.
I have like 4 of those.
Mm-hmm.
I have 2 of these, which are just the main body of it.
Mm-hmm.
I have 3 handlebars.
Hey, Faye. Yep.
Hi, Faye. And I have, I think that might be it.
So, were you able to find comps for it? Like, are the parts selling?
I haven't looked for part. I just wanted to find what it was. It was 2 first.
Yeah.
And I just noticed this one's got damage. So it's possible they all have some sort of damage on them. Because I just noticed this one has, oh, I don't know if you can see that.
Oh, a dent right there?
Yeah, it's like a dent and a scuff.
Yeah. You didn't pay a lot for that.
$4.50 for the whole bag.
Yeah, I bet you can sell the little storage boxes on the back.
Because, I mean, I can't imagine anybody needing a replacement
frame
of these.
Right. Faye said, hey, Sarah, and doing this, not hey, Siri. Stop. Golly. Doing crazy people hair between clients. Hey, Chris, I want to be here so bad, but it is what it is. Ha! We love you, Faye. Wimpy Whistler is, I'm having a shed built next month to do all my eBay. I can't wait to get it out of my house so I don't have to look at it all the time. I have a condo, so I don't have a place to put a shed. If I had a place to put a shed, I'd be putting a shed. But so I think you can reasonably. How much does the steer, the trike, sell for?
The trike itself sells for $89.99 on Kohl's. But I'm going to look and see if the replacement parts are available through Radio Flyer or something.
Annabeth says she has a she shed that's a 10 by 16 with pegboard and hooks to hold all your bags of tile. That's awesome. Hey, Caesar. Caesar is in Germany. Thanks for being here.
Oh.
I think that's probably as far away as anybody that's ever watched the show. I do have some folks from the UK, but I believe Germany's as far away as that. May as well be on the moon as far as I'm concerned. So thank you for being here.
I think these handlebars also fit other things too.
Oh, so that's awesome. I bet you can make.
Like it's a part. It might have a part number or something that.
I bet you can reasonably make $150 off the parts that you'll be able to sell.
I think.
Oh wow. Jessica said, okay, so I have a garage, not climate controlled, but is enclosed. Best use for that, in your opinion? I mean, it's no different than storing your stuff in a storage unit. So you could store definitely all clothes and everything out there. And, I think you're in Wisconsin, aren't you? Are you in Wisconsin? So there may be a few months out of the year that you could do like photos or something in there. I don't know. I would, if I had a garage or something, I would not be in this tiny basement. Wimpy Whistler says mine will be 12 by 16. My husband have a 16 by 16. Nice. And Faye said she sold a new Stetson hat yesterday for $75. Got it at Salvation Army for 50 cents. Score. That is so awesome. Oh, Mama J, you're in Kansas. Yeah, so you probably have very similar weather that I have here in Ohio. So you probably would be able to use that comfortably probably 6 months out of the year. Maybe more. But client is late, goody, says Faye. Faye cuts all the weird people's hair. But cool. I don't know. I would use it definitely for storage. Definitely. All right, so I've got 2 listed. That's 2. Let's see what else I can get done.
So I found that replacement, the frame, sells for $26.51. A whole lot.
Oh, really? Oh, yeah, that's a good idea, Jessica. Maybe you'll move your unlisted to the garage so it only comes in when it's listed. Oh, Faye, they're special needs. They're not weird then. They're just special needs. Faye says she cuts special needs people's hairs. I'm calling them weird, and they're not weird. They're just special needs. Let's see. I'm wondering if I don't need to bring in a professional organizer to say, you need to do this right here because this makes sense. And this right here. I just can't. This room is impossible.
It's also very small. I mean, it looks big on camera, but
yeah, it's not big, and there are 5 doorways in it.
Doors, yeah.
Yeah, and the safe. And I'm just like, there's not much you can do. Let's see. Wimpy Whistler. I picked up a wooden crate that someone placed out for the trash that previously had a metal bandsaw in it. Got home and it had the owner manual in it. Owner's manual. I think I had a stroke. Listed the manual for $9.99 and it sold. That's amazing. I like it when you get free stuff in this, and you turn it into money. How's everybody getting along? I'm getting ready to send my 3rd listing live. And Tracy, I did not figure out what your problem was with the listing. I mean, I've never seen this.
Okay, let me look again. I'm sorry. Or let me look.
Yeah, look on your
on my desktop or phone.
No, look on your phone, because the problem is her listing is coming up like this. Even though the listing checker says that it's fine.
Okay. So what am I looking for?
Faye, I love you. Have a great day.
Hold on. I'm going to yell at my dog real quick.
Okay.
just feel he's getting into no good. Get up to no good. That's what I'm trying to say. So what item am I looking for? What am I searching?
I'm gonna send you. Let me just get the name of the listing here.
Jedi, come on.
I'm gonna just drop it in our chat, okay?
Okay.
There you go. That is the item number.
What you doing, buddy? Come on. Come on. I can't swing a cat in here.
So I think I'm going to make one of my dreams come true, Chris, this year. Maybe more. Oh, you're welcome, Tracy. You know, in one of my videos earlier, like at the turn of the century, at the turn of the year, I had hoped to maybe meet one of my viewers.
Oh, okay, cool.
And so it looks good on your phone.
Yep.
So Tracy, it looks good on an Android phone, but the problem looks like the iPhone app. So weird.
Who is that? Tracy
Palapa? Tracy Thrifset.
Oh, sure.
Nanabeth says I put in for merch by Amazon. Can't wait to get approved so I can design my own t-shirts. Looking to do the same for Etsy and eBay. One of my new ventures. Fingers crossed it works out. If you don't get approved for merch, apply again, because every once in a while they'll just open it up and let you in. So Tracy the Red Palapa says, I haven't listed anything, but the shipping is done, and I made a sandwich for breakfast. So you got some work done. Sarah, were you looking at the item description on that listing? If so, it looks fine on your cell, and you have an Android. So it looks like it must be an iPhone app issue. And I know I just updated my iPhone app. So maybe there's a problem with the new update. Which is not an iPhone, or is not an eBay glitch for once. Or maybe it is. Maybe eBay messed up the app. But anyway, so I should be meeting Nancy for the first time this year.
Yep.
When I go on vacation. So, I didn't think that would happen.
I'm telling you, we need to just do a RV trip. We'll stop at, predetermined places along the way, and all your followers.
Listen, I would love it. I just have to get that passed by my husband. Otherwise, I mean, we could just have a blast visiting people.
And shopping.
And so I was telling my husband last night, I'm like, so I'm thinking when we go to Florida, I'm probably going to meet Nancy because, we'll only be 2 hours from, I had mentioned it before. He goes, I figured you were going to say that. Duh.
Let you know me that well.
Right. Tracy said she got eBay to give her a 2-month store subscription credit for problems that they caused recently. Really?
I didn't think they ever did. They caused any problems.
Right. We actually got them to admit that they weren't perfect. Val said we had 5 girls get together and thrift Northeast Ohio mini trip. We had a blast. I bet you did. What a fun thing. I mean, because who doesn't love shopping? Well, I know people, but what a fun idea. Just to save some money and travel a bit. Tracy Thrift said, I had them give me credit 1 month of store subscription, but that was a year ago or more. Well, it's nice to know that they'll do that if indeed, Jedi, if indeed you do have a major issue with eBay.
You know how cats purr?
Yeah.
Purrs.
My new kitten whines like a dog.
Kind of grunts or like whines. It's not a unpleasant thing. It's like when he's happy, he kind of makes this.
Tracy said I had a huge amount of listings saying they were unsold and not relisted when in fact they were already relisted. That's a problem.
That is a problem. All right, can I put some more on the
An RV trip across the country thrifting would be so much fun. It would be. Oh my gosh, it would be.
Yes, it would.
To cancel orders because I did not have the item. I couldn't figure it out. Turns out eBay was having a problem. Tracy would love an RV trip across country. I would too. If I was shopping, that would just be better.
Yeah, I'm not really into the traveling part of it, but I think it would be fun to see different places and do it with friends and visit friends. You gotta do it. You gotta do it. What do you think it costs to rent an RV?
$75 a day.
$70
$100 a day, maybe. Depends on. Let's see. Nana Beth said, my cat sounds like a goose honking when she's in heat. She sits in the open window at night honking and the geese next door answer her. That's pretty funny. Class A is about $1,500 a week. Yeah, Tracy, it probably matters too where you rent it from. Like the cost of living, the Class A is a smaller.
Do we need any kind of special license? Or
no, I don't think so.
I can drive any forking thing around.
That's right. Oh, the Class A, let's see. Oh, Class A is a big one. Can be a big one. Oh, Class A is the big one. The Class C is the one that looks like the van in the front. Yeah. I would take Cousin Eddie RV.
Shooter's full.
Right, shitter's full. Yeah. Honestly, we could do a Class B if it had enough storage for us to put the crap that we bought.
Well, if we have to rent a pool behind trailer, we'll do that.
Right. So Linda's getting ready to join the chat, but she's not gonna jump on camera, which is fine. Hey, Linda.
Hello.
We'll get a Class C and hook a trailer up. Or we could just rent like a cargo van and
Why
stay
not? I
in.
thought with an RV we could stay in it.
Right, it's true. And we could stay in like cheesy motels the whole way.
We could. I'd rather stay in my RV.
Good. Oh, this. Okay, get out of that rabbit hole of $200 a night for RV.
I mean, that's the thing about an RV is that, you know, that's your your vehicle and your accommodations, you know, in one. Of course, there is gas.
Yeah, there's gas, and they get about 7 miles a gallon, I think. The Happiness Hotel. I wouldn't haul anything. UPS ground or FedEx ground home. Nanabeth says she'd probably end up at the Bates Motel. That's a happy thought. Don't you think that's a happy thought?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, let's see. I'm going to list a few transformers here.
Did you say that Linda had gone shopping?
Yeah, Linda went to an estate sale this morning. I don't know. Maybe she got something good.
Estate sailing. Did you get anything good, Linda?
Unfortunately, nothing exciting. It wasn't nearly as good as the pictures had me hoping it would be. I just missed out on a big stack of new age, new old stock vintage Levi's, so I was bummed about that. Val says she's not listing today. Did 40 yesterday. I'm just watching you all list. I feel like a stalker. Listen, you do you. You do what works for you. If this is just free entertainment for you, that's fine with us. I'm going to try and run through these Transformers, which is pretty funny because I couldn't list them because I couldn't transform them because I just couldn't get them to transform, and Holly was able to do all 10 of them like really quickly, and I feel so inadequate.
Hey, the pet fence containment thing that you bought yesterday or showed yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
Are you just listing it as it is? I mean, you obviously can't test it, right?
Yeah, I listed it as untested but guaranteed to work. That's all I can, all I can do. If it doesn't work, then I'll have to refund them. But
okay, because I'm having, I've still got that.
Yeah.
Transmitter.
Yeah, that's what I decided to do, and I thought I'll just take the risk.
I mean, my hesitation is that it's worth so much more if I know it works, but maybe I should just quit hesitating. And
it's worth nothing unlisted.
Exactly. It's nothing. Wow. It's sitting in my bullpen. It's not doing me a bit of good.
Yeah. In your bullpen.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what this one is. Is this a shark? Is this a... Woohoo, 2 listed. Good for you. Okay, move on to the next one. Megatron T-Rex.
40 yesterday. Wow.
Yeah, that's a lot.
That is a lot.
My son is eating his lunch so slowly to avoid going to rest time. Nah. Hey, Will. Hi. Says, hi, all. Been listing men's shirts. They're all done. Back listing toys tomorrow. Good for you. You are on top of it. Any sales today, Will? Yeah, that would certainly burn me out. Tracy, is your son 5 or is he younger than that? Don't remember. But that being said, I probably can't name all my grandkids as quickly as you would think. No sales for Will or his wife's account. Dead as a doornail. That's too bad. Linda says, my problem isn't avoiding taking a nap. It's never been my problem. It's trying to decide whether I should eat first or take a nap first. If I could eat while I slept, I would. Tracy said he's 6. He homeschools with me, but still needs a nap because he gets so cranky.
That's what I find. If I don't get a nap, I'm a little cranky.
Yeah. Sometimes I don't even have to go all the way to sleep. Like if I can just,
for a little while.
Yeah, just lay down and decompress and just be still for a minute, that rejuvenates me enough to keep going. Got some bids, lots of views, and a lot of watchers on those micro machines. That's wonderful. You'll have to let us know when they sell because that was a nice find on those micro machines. Val says she sold a teddy bear for $69. It was a box. His name was Rupert. Might have been an old cartoon. I don't know. Andy says, holy cow, looking at the comps for the Woolrich jacket I picked up, and they're $100 to $150. Get that stuff listed.
Wow. What kind of Woolrich jacket?
Okay, come on. What you doing here? eBay's acting really weird for me right now.
It got weird.
It got weird, didn't it? I said it wouldn't, but it did. So eBay thinks I'm still uploading photos. There's something going on with this listing. But I'm not. I only have 5 photos, and they're all there. So I'm not sure what it's doing. Tracy says she sold a St. John's skirt set yesterday for $100, paid $7. And Val says she loves finding Woolrich anything. Rupert the bear is an old story from the early 20th century UK. Okay, Rupert definitely sounds like a British name for sure. Oh, there's problem. Then the guy that sang the Pina Colada song named Rupert.
Rupert Holmes.
Rupert Holmes, yeah. Linda says, I have to research Woolrich because I used to pick it up, but it never moved. She means, you said re-research. 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 Right, because Linda had stopped buying Woolrich for a while, or avoiding Woolrich for a while because it wasn't moving, but it's starting to sell again. I never find St. John. I never do. Andy said it's 100% wool suede collar jacket, and that was a $5 find at St. Vincent.
I passed up a Woolrich jacket yesterday, or day before yesterday. It was leather front, sweater sleeve. It looked cool as can be, but when I looked at the comps, it just wasn't there.
Yeah, and I think it's I've got this Pendleton jacket. This Pendleton that'll never sell. I'm never going to be able to get rid of it. I've had it for 2 years.
Pendleton, I'm sorry. You're right. The one I found was Pendleton too. But yeah, when I looked up the comps, I mean, it took everything I had to put it back because I wanted it. I mean, I wanted to sell it.
Will said, does he have a yellow tartan scarf and yellow trousers with a jumper, a white bear? Is that what he was?
The red jumper.
Red jumper, yeah. Val, does that describe your bear? And Tracy said, I found a Hudson Bay blanket a couple of days ago. I have it up for $90. Nice. Nice.
Oh, I see pictures of Rupert there. He's cute.
Oh, he was from a comic strip. Cute. Yep, that's what he was. Yep. Let's see. Andy says, my Pendleton coat took forever to sell. It was new with tags, but it did finally sell for about $95. Well, I'm getting ready to redonate this Pendleton coat because I know I've had it for 2 years.
What size?
It's like I have it at such a ridiculous price right now, like $20. It's a women's though, and it's small. I think I have it at like $20 or something right now.
Is it in your store?
Yep.
Let me look.
All right, I gotta step away for just 1 second. I will be right back. Went to Canada. Oh, the Rupert the bear. Back to Transformers.
Okay, it's more like a blazer, but I will buy the jean jacket off of you.
Oh, you can have the jean jacket. Cool.
So I don't know if you can see this shelving unit behind me that's got all the boxes.
The boxes on it? Uh-huh.
So I went ahead, when I had everything on the floor anyway, because it all fell, I decided that I would make myself examples. So this is a 1092. I mean, I'm just saying, like, I can pull it off of here. I can see if something fits in it or not. It's already got the weight on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I've got prices on the ones that are flat rate. Because I'm constantly running back and forth to my, where the boxes are stored, either with the item or not, you know. So I just made one of each box I've got. I just went ahead and made it up and weighed it and put the dimensions on.
You're so organized.
Yeah. Miss OCD. Linda said.
Right.
See, Wimpy Whistler did it too.
Tracy, the sound is Facebook Messenger. I got a message. And then it does it on my phone and the computer. So I get all kinds of notifications. Or the sound of us knocking. That sounds about right. There's a bag of pretzels here calling my name. Val says, I'm leaving the clothing game. Redonated 3 bags today. I just don't enjoy it. And then I don't want to list because I hate my job. So many people telling me, do what you enjoy. If you don't love it, I keep trying to push myself into it. I still got stuff that I bought with Andy a month ago, 3 weeks ago, whatever, sitting on the shelf that I have not listed. And I just don't I want to do it, but I can't push myself to do it. So I don't know if I'm going to ever be able to sell a significant amount of clothes. Tracy said she just found on YouTube, if you call the PO, the post office, they will send priority tape out to you for free, but it's not available on the website. Yeah, I mean, I recognize the potential for making money in the clothing game. It is certainly there. I hate every second of it, except shipping. I don't hate shipping clothing, but I don't like to take photos of it. I don't like to measure it, and I don't like to write descriptions. So, as much as I love the idea, I don't think I'm going to ever be able to wrap my head around selling clothing. Linda says clothing's definitely not for everyone. Annabeth says can't look at it and say clothes, have to look at it and say profits. I know, but I can go in every other department of the store and find profit there too. Tracy says she learned to appreciate clothing, and I guess you would if you're having the kind of success that you're having on Poshmark. I can certainly see that. Val says yes, shipping is easy, and Bill Bam, who has been lurking in the background, I suspect, says that clothing is a volume business and takes up a lot of space. You're right about that too. Tracy said, I don't enjoy it as much as hard goods, but it's easier to store and ship. And Annabeth's challenging me to list 5 clothing items tomorrow. If I can get 5 clothing items photographed in the morning, I will list 5 clothing items tomorrow, but I won't like it at all. I won't like it at all. But I do like a good challenge. Okay. I think I got 4 alive now. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Let's see who this dude is. Oh, hi, Cammie.
Hi, Cammie.
Andy says, photographing is my least favorite thing to do. The mannequin is a pain in my ass. Val says, but I will still pick up good coats, shoes. I don't like dresses, shirts, or pants. Cammie says, some sellers are worried about the 30-day return on things like prom dresses being worn or vintage dresses being worn once and then returned. I think that is a real risk, but there are some things that you can do to safeguard against that. So, for example, you know those armbands that you get like at concerts, the stuff that the Tyvek that's made out of? You can buy security style bands on eBay. I'm pretty sure that you could loop through like a short sleeve dress, and you can have in your return policy, if that is removed, they can't return it. That is something that you can do to kind of prevent that. Obviously, they're taking away the restocking fee, which used to be a deterrent for folks. So you can either not offer the 30-day free returns with those. It's a risk when you're selling items like that. Prom dresses, even suit coats can get into that. But there are some things like if you had a suit coat and you put one of those bands through the buttonhole, most people are not going to try and wear that with the band on it. You know, and if that is cut off, then you can put in your policy that, you know, you can't return it. Does that mean eBay wouldn't make you? No, but it might deter people, you know, because they don't know that eBay might force the return. So those are some things you can do.
I bought a pricing gun too that you can do that with.
Yep.
You know, that shoots the plastic.
The barb.
Plastic barb. Thank you.
Tracy just says she sold a pair of baby jeans for $15. Val said, I tried to hire a girl to do photos on the mannequin. She quit the same day. Too tedious and hard, she said. Oh, well. And Tracy said, I've heard of that too. People like to use it, then return it. I haven't had that much problem, though. And I think that that is going to be a pretty low, I think that's going to be a pretty low percentage of the sales that you make.
I think it'd have to be a high-end product for them to feel it's worth their time to wear it and return it. For one thing.
Because otherwise they're going to have to pay the shipping back too, unless they flat out say it's not as described. Bill says we do the same with new and packaged video games. Label them all saying no returns once the shrink wrap is removed. No returns yet. That is so smart. So I have this thing where I feel like I need to keep every little part that I don't know what it goes to. And I'm wondering if for once I said, you know, I'm just going to throw these little parts away. I don't think I'm going to need them. And it's actually a part to the thing I'm just getting ready to list. I may have tossed it out. Oh, I'm not sure.
I keep them all too. I've got a tub where I can throw random things in.
You got what?
A tub where I just throw random parts and stuff that I don't know.
I thought I had kept these, but oh, look, there it is.
See?
Transformers Beast Wars parts. I did not know what this is for, but now I do, because I'm listing an item, and in one of the solds, there's that piece. So occasionally it's good to be a hoarder. I said occasionally. I just broke that, whatever that was.
I hope it wasn't that part you just found.
No, it's my remote control for my TV. Huh. I'll find them. Oh, there it is. Running over it with the chair. Oh, it didn't break. It just fell apart. Oh. You're fine, Cammie. Don't worry about it. Yeah, somebody was kind of trying to complain about scammers this morning. You know, it's just going to make people scam more. Well, how many scammers have you dealt with?
Scammers going to scam.
Scammers going to scam. I just don't have many scammers.
I think people are just cynical.
Welcome to the show. Welcome to the Sarah Breaks Another Item show. Yeah, that's pretty much what we could call this. But most people are not scamming you. Most people. And I wouldn't let the fear of a scammer stop me from doing something. Val says she gets a couple a year. I probably don't even get that.
I don't even think about it. Like,
it's so small.
I mean, there are people that it's so small. I mean, I've had a couple people maybe that contacted me about, like, in the way that they complained about something that led me to believe that maybe they really weren't being upfront. But you know, I just don't care. It's not worth my
Right.
time to even think about it.
And see, and I think of a scammer as somebody that is, I'm going to sell this phone to, and they're going to send me a broken phone back.
Yeah.
That to me
I
is
don't
a
care if they're
scam.
trying to scam me out of $5.
Yeah.
If you need it that bad, you can have it.
Yeah. Besides, you know, when you have pretty few returns, what percentage of those are scammers? It's pretty low.
Yeah.
And you're right, Linda. If you're going to be afraid of scammers, this business is not for you.
Mm-mm.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Wait, damn it.
That moment when your finger's on the shift button instead of the tab, and you make your package 963 inches long. Has anybody seen Thor Ragnarok? The new Thor movie?
Nope.
Let's see. Tracy says, story on Reddit. Man sells very rare vintage board game for $2,000. Buyer wants to return and says not authentic. Ships back a box of bricks. eBay sided with the seller. PayPal sided with the buyer. I've seen, yeah. That sounds about right. I saw a case on Judge Judy where a person bought a cell phone on eBay, and apparently they didn't read the description, and the description said it was a picture of a cell phone for $200, and clearly Judge Judy sided with the buyer and refunded their money, and then just berated the seller, for which she should have, rightly so, for misleading, selling a misleading listing. Tracy says she saw Thor. She liked it. I need to watch it. I haven't seen it yet. Cami says at Cozy Up Leggings, I bought one of the mannequin legs only with stand for $18. My 15-year has got to do eBay. Your 15-year-old has got to do eBay. That's kind of a cool idea if you're selling things that you would put on a mannequin leg. Or mannequin legs, I suppose.
Am I the only one who doesn't know what Cozy Up legging is?
I think it is a regional thing. Let's see. Val says, we were remodeling my mom's bathroom last year. Opened the faucet box from Home Depot, 3 rocks. Home Depot said it happens a lot.
God.
Then they should be opening things at the counter.
Wait.
Amalia says, I saw the same Judge Judy. I couldn't believe the seller defending her actions. I know. And those are the kinds of things that give eBay a bad name, really. Val says, we laughed so hard you think I peed my pants. Cami says she ditched me with her friend at the mall as I walked in out of my car, and my husband stayed 10 feet ahead. They didn't want to walk around with you while you were carrying the mannequin legs through the mall. I mean, how supportive a family you got.
Right. I would have put them in a bag and then drug it behind me.
I would have been playing She Got Legs on my phone. That would have been awesome.
Yep, jamming through the store.
Oh, just jamming. Just living it up. Oh, it's a tall one. Yeah.
I love these the instructions for this radio flyer. I'm looking at them, to see what they're calling these parts and if they have part numbers and all that. And they're like the old Batman comics. They have snap, and it's in one of those
wow.
Like if a piece snaps together rather than.
Oh, that's cute. Val says the box was rebanded, looked unopened when you got it. Amalia said, I opened a new box Lego set at Toys R Us because people open them up, steal the minifigs, resell them, or return them. The box looks totally new. I don't even think like this. Like, how do people come up with this stuff? Cami says, my daughter's the one who has the eBay store. I got railed in to help her. Val, scammer's going to scam. You're right. Got 6 up.
So I'm going to call this a fender. They're not calling it anything, but this is the part that goes over the wheel.
Yeah.
Yep.
Molly says, my poor son opens his new box of Legos at home and a whole bag is missing. So warning for anyone, if you're going to buy new and boxed Legos at the store, open the box at the register after purchasing. And Tracy says, we don't think like that because we're good people.
Yeah.
And do you know how hard it would be for me to pay retail for Legos? Do you know? Like, I would struggle, really struggle.
Struggle is real.
Wheel guard, Tracy suggests. I think that's probably a good keyword too.
What's that?
Wheel guard. Annabeth said I only had one person returns. What's that?
I put in front fender cover, but I'm wondering if I should just get rid of the front and say fender wheel cover. Maybe.
No. Annabeth says she only had one person return something that you didn't sell. eBay sided with the buyer saying I could have switched out the product. I was shocked. That was when I started requiring pics. Yeah, Legos are expensive. Andy did loss prevention and asset protection, and you wouldn't believe the things people think up if they would only use their powers for good instead of evil. Anna Joe, hey, you went to a church-wide garage sale. Did you find some good stuff? I'd love to hear about it. Val says very expensive. Yes, Legos are really expensive, but they sell really well. And the Wimpy Whistler says, thrift store here sells Legos in a gallon Ziploc for $30. No, thank you. Our thrift stores kind of go crazy with some of them, but they never price the Lego Friends as high. So I buy the Lego Friends and I make lots of money on those. Cami says, I think when you don't like listing clothes and want to list, I think it's good to have someone help you. Like when your daughter comes in some days to help you on the show. You're right. Yeah, and Wimpy Whistler, especially, I mean, if it was a bag that had a ton of minifigs in it with the Legos, that would be something. Or if it was a set, a Legos play set, that would be another thing. But if it's just random Legos, they're just not worth that much. They're not worth $30 a gallon bag. See, Anna says, I got Cabbage Patch dolls and 2 sets of clothes. Nice. $5. Cool. I know that some of those can be really can sell really well. Yeah, the Lego friend sets are adorable, and they can sell for decent money, especially if I like to go in with them and lot up the pets that come with them, and the minifigs. Those can go really, really well. And then like I sell the lots of flowers that go with the play sets. Those can do pretty well too. Yeah, I think I'm going to have Holly come again one day this weekend and work for me, and I'll have her take pictures of the clothes. Let's see. Wimpy Whistler. My dad used to work at a thrift store, and I used to get them free. They were just going to throw them away. Wow. And Kami says, so my daughter was thinking of doing a YouTube show, but I'm so worried about trolls, which I just found what trolls are, and they just say some pretty gross things. So I haven't had a huge problem with it. I think the more opinionated and I don't know. It just depends. If you're talking about controversial things, you probably will get more trolls. But trolls are part of social media. Val, you're right. Trolls gonna troll.
Control.
But there is something to be said for learning how to deal with that and it not affecting who you are as a person. It just depends on your daughter, really. If feedback from trolls is going to really like bother her self-esteem or her image, her self-image or something, then maybe it's not the right thing to do. It's really, really up to what type of girl she is. Jade, Anna says, no idea how to add pics here, so we'll add to the group. Yeah, I don't think you can add them here. Amalia says, yes, the minifigs and animals resell well. That's why people steal them from the new boxes. You're right. Cami says, I watched Bin Pickers and they said some mean things to his wife and she was hurt. Yep. And the bigger that you get, the bigger your channel gets, the more trolls you have. Tracy says she was thinking of doing YouTube again. I think you should, especially with your new, like, it could be beneficial to other people that may be interested in learning how you kind of turned your business. Because, I mean, you made some changes and changed your business. So that could be an interesting journey to document. Val says, yes, if she doesn't have thick skin, I wouldn't let her if she's young. And Linda says she's looking forward to her first trolls. Being a gamer who used to stream on Twitch, YouTube trolls are tame. And she's pretty tough. Can you delete them before reading them? We can't delete them before reading them. But if they are salty, if they use any kind of language, if they post links, those things kind of get filtered into a spam folder where you can go and delete them before other people read them. So, and she won't get trolls probably until the channel grows big. So, it's always something you could try. And
when you say trolls, I think of the ones who come on live shows.
Yeah, but there's some ugly comments too.
But commenters that say, and I mean, they're not even not meant to be mean-spirited, or they don't think. It's not like a troll who's just out doing this. They might just make comments. People are just stupid. People make comments that are hurtful.
Yeah. Yeah, and there are people that will differ with your opinion.
Yeah. And I don't have a thick skin. I would be wanting to, I was
just called a racist old biatch the other day. On one of the live shows.
Me. That kind of stuff wouldn't bother me as much as personal attacks or attacks about my appearance or something like that. That would bother me.
Amy says that she would. She keeps saying she'll do it, but she hates the way she would look on camera. So there's a couple of ways to overcome that, because the first few videos that I did was only my hands showing the items that I bought, because I was very self-conscious too. Everybody kind of wants people to like them. They want to be accepted by whatever group they're presenting themselves to. But, at one point you just take a deep breath and you get the courage to go on, to go in front of the camera, and you just get used to it. You get used to the way you look on camera. You get used to the way you sound on camera. And, if I have to worry about people judging me because I'm overweight or old or don't wear makeup or what, I don't even care. They've got bigger problems. So.
I know, but it still hurts, and it would bother me because I'm not thick-skinned.
And I have developed a thicker skin by doing this too.
Cammy says she couldn't handle things about her appearance either.
Tracy says, when she is when she's worried about her hair, she throws a ball cap on. Yeah, I am just what I am. And Val says she's not photogenic. Kami says, I don't think I can handle things about my appearance either. I would feel like, why are you watching me then?
Yep.
Let's see. Wimpy Whistler says, we'll not a makeup wearer. Val says, I think you're pretty. I don't think you have to worry. Pretty hair. Andy says, I feel like Marge the party barge on camera. You know what, though? The thing is,
that sounds fun.
Yeah, Marge the party barge. But the thing is, the reason that I think I found a little bit of success with this is because people can identify with me. People that are in my age group. So I would say that most of my subscribers are women that are in my age group.
The majority, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, it would be the majority. And there are male subscribers and there are younger female subscribers, but the majority are going to be women that are in my age group. And they identify with the fact that we don't always look our best. We may not be 125 pounds. You know, so I think that there is a market out there for real people that are not the dynamic alpha male vegan. I'm not knocking vegan. I'm not knocking vegans. But you know what I mean? Like,
where you're going.
But like this very specific, outgoing kind of person. I think that there is room for people that are just real people that have to deal with, you know, this disorganized garbage and, you know, and share their struggles. I think that there's a market for those folks. Val says, I do identify with you. We're the same age, ponytail, no makeup, not 125. I get you, girl. See? See? Truth, you're right. I just need to do it. If you feel passionate about it, just do it. And if you don't, listen, I try to encourage Josh Cable, who's in the Facebook group and shows up sometimes to some of the live shows, to do a Facebook channel because he's very pleasant to listen to and he always finds great stuff.
He's informative. There's a lot about.
Yeah, so he doesn't have like the confidence yet to do a YouTube channel, and I think he doesn't want to deal with trolls. But hi Diane, I didn't know you were there. Diane Dodds, you're welcome. But what he does is he makes videos and he posts them in the Facebook group, much smaller, much smaller scale. And Chris has done it too. There's only about 400 people in there. So if you want to get your toes, dip your toes in, you can always do a video and post it there. I don't mind at all. And that will start making you feel comfortable. And I love your Bazinga shirt. I love my Bazinga shirt too. And I've got paint. I got a big paint stain on it, but I wear it anyway. Yeah, I mean, if you feel drawn to it, do it. And yeah, Andy says she always watches his videos in the group. Yeah, I like his videos. I enjoy watching his videos. So yeah, if you feel like you want to just do a video of 20 minutes, 10 minutes, 5 minutes, whatever, and show some stuff that you bought or how you take pictures or whatever, do a video and post it.
I think my biggest hesitation was about like insecurity and feeling awkward and not wanting people to judge me. But the other thing is like just not feeling like I had anything new, unique, or different to offer, even though my perspective is different than yours, let's say, or whoever, you know. I guess I just felt like I don't have anything new to say. I didn't want to just be another person, you know, another noise maker. You know what I mean? Like I felt like if I had a genuine message or a real, you know, I don't know, narrative, like something that I wanted to say or talk about, then I would feel more comfortable. But otherwise, I just feel like I'm just echoing what everybody else says. But there's also a part of me that wants to be a part of that community. Like, I feel like I owe you guys a great debt. Like, people who are brave enough to do the YouTube channels and put the information out there and put themselves out there, I feel like I want to be a part of that, and I want to give back as well. So that's why I'm struggling.
And I think that you don't recognize how valuable your perspective and opinion and the types of items that you choose are.
No doubt.
Because I learn stuff from you all the time. And how many times have I said, okay, this is the situation and this is the message and da-da-da-da-da, and I don't know how exactly to respond to it. And you're like, well, this is what I would do. And I'm like, holy crap, I didn't even think of that. Like some of the times when you're like, well, I would just sell this thing, or what? I don't even think of that. So you have such a different perspective.
Yeah, we all have some, some unique perspective, I guess, but I feel like, I don't know. When you came along, when I started watching your show, I really felt like you're somebody who's totally doing exactly what I would want to be doing. I can't do it any better than she's doing it. And I mean, I just found you so funny and engaging, and like, I just thought, yeah, this is, for me, it's good. It's good.
And I so get it. I mean, I really get it. This is not who I am as a person. Like, okay, it's not who I was as a person to just put myself out there like that. It's just, I needed the interaction. I really needed the interaction because I felt so isolated, and I thought, I'm just going to do this. And, worst case, I just take everything down. I just cancel everything. And it has been such a growing experience for me. I mean, like an incredible growing experience for me. And people just identify, and I so get it. It's like, I feel right now like I have this gigantic family.
Right.
Like just spread out all over the place. And I love that.
I love what Val just said.
Val, hey, Sarah, went to Chinese buffet last night. You know what I wore.
I'm gonna guess she wore her eating pants.
Restaurants if you turn on location services.
Seriously?
Go to privacy settings, select location services, scroll to Siri and dictation, and allow location access.
So clearly I don't know how to say my own name because
you said Siri.
Siri thinks I'm saying Siri when I'm saying Sarah. So
I think she wore her eating pants is what she's trying to tell us.
Yeah, her eating pants. So anyway, Cami says, I love your show. Never thought I would watch YouTube. I'm learning a lot, like telling me not to buy those extra small cozy leggings. Yeah, I think that would have been a bad idea. Yeah, I mean, I want everybody to feel as comfortable on this channel as I would want them to feel in my living room without me actually serving, tea and cookies and all of that. So, okay, Tracy, I'll see you later. I'm glad that you were able to stop and stay with us for a little bit. I'm probably going to go about another 30 minutes. So thanks so much. And think about doing your YouTube channel. You are so funny, and I would love to see your videos. So, Val, I've got my eating pants on right now, just so we're clear. I've got my little stretchy yoga pants kind of things on. We're going to have rice and chicken for dinner.
Oh my gosh, that reminds me. I just wanted to tell you, speaking of eating pants, I found a pair of, they're called Butter Soft scrub pants. That's what I'm wearing right now.
Uh-huh.
They're awesome. They have pockets all over the place.
Oh, I love that.
I'm taking pictures. I can slip my phone in my pocket or a measuring tape, you know what I mean? Whatever. And they're so comfy and soft and elastic waistband. So these could become some eating pants.
Oh, cool. I almost wore my Tide shirt today. Tracy, I'll check out your video if you post one this weekend. All right, I'm up to 7. Let's see. What else can I list? Did I already list that? It's snowing in Fort Wayne. Oh my, it's raining here in Columbus. Okay. Oh, Anna Jo, I'm looking at your Cabbage Patch. And it's marked 85, so it is a vintage one. Do you know how much you're going to get out of that? It's 85 and sunny in Florida, Diane. Oh, I'm just looking forward. It's a long way away, but I'm just looking to my Florida vacation. Just looking forward to that. Be so nice.
Well, that feels good. I wrote all the listings for the radio flyer part, so I just need to take pictures.
How many have you, Val? I don't get the question. Am I not reading it right? How many have you? Like how many have we listed? How many have we? Let's see.
Love your Tide shirt. Thank you. I used to work for Tide, but no more.
Oh, you didn't check it. You just know it's vintage. Val says I still have my Cabbage Patch doll. My mom said I stood in line for it all night. I lost her glasses.
I carried a watermelon.
I carried a watermelon.
So all of those parts will net me about 100.
How many have we listed? I have about 100. That's good. On a $5 investment.
Yeah. I can live with that.
I think I have listed 7 so far. Maybe I've listed more. Maybe I only had 712 when I started. Maybe I have listed, let me look. You go down here and look. $20 to $70 so far. That's good for a $5 investment. And if you throw in those clothes, you can probably ask a little bit more for it, would be my guess.
Who? What?
She posted pictures of the Cabbage Patch doll in the Facebook group.
Oh, I got you.
Oh, sure, Linda. Here you go.
So I bought the other day at the Goodwill. I went a little high. I spent $16 on something, but I got my 50 and over discount on it, so I did get 10% off. But it was a Bissell Spot Bot or something. It's
yeah, I know what you're talking about.
It's pretty cool, actually. It's like instead of you having to scrub the carpet stains, it scrubs it for you. It's hands-free. You just sit it on the spot, and it's got.
And it just does the thing. Oh,
yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. So I paid, like I said, 16 minus 10% of that, so 15.40 or 14.40.
14.40. Yeah.
I think I might trade local. Hey. I might try to sell it local.
Oh, that's a good idea.
For like 50 or 60.
Andy said, "Oh my God, after we were talking about the I carried a watermelon yesterday, I saw the quote 2 more times. It's the Matrix, I swear."
Oh my gosh.
And then Annabeth says, "Gonna start on my taxes tonight. Hoping I don't die of shock when I see what I owe. Anyone want my address so they can send condolences to my cats if I do?" And yes, absolutely, send me your address so that I can send little cat hugs to your cats. Oh.
Okay, so I have to show everyone. I know you guys saw it in our Facebook Messenger, but I picked this up at the estate sale today. Grandpa's Wonder Pine Tar Toilet Soap.
I mean, it just don't get no better than that.
And it's a 3-pack, still factory sealed.
Awesome. What year? Does they have a year anywhere on it?
You know, it must not be particularly old because it has a UPC symbol, which I didn't even notice, but I'd have bought it anyway. It was $1, and I just think it's hilarious.
That is hilarious.
Beverly Lambert says, "I just noticed my listings say that I respond to offers in 1 hour. How did that get there?" They may have done some new update on their software.
Huh. Where does it say it? I'm curious.
And Whippy Whistler wants to know if the soap for the grandpa or for the toilet.
That's what I want to know.
Yeah, I know. I'm not sure.
And I'm not trying to be a troublemaker here, but pine tar doesn't seem like it would be particularly clean. Like it would remove things.
Well, I used to have to use pine tar shampoo because I have psoriasis, and as a kid I had it on my scalp. I don't now, but as a kid I had it on my scalp, so I had to use pine tar shampoo because pine tar bites off the scales of the psoriasis or whatever.
The heartbreak of psoriasis.
The heartbreak of psoriasis.
Matt has psoriasis on his legs mostly, and he says that all the time. It's the heartbreak of psoriasis because they have a commercial that talks about the heartbreak of psoriasis.
Y'all are funny. You guys are funny.
You funny.
I have listed 10 so far. So it took me a minute to figure that out, but yeah, I did 10. We'll try and get a couple more before we end the show.
I've got about 4 that are live, but I've got 5 more that are wrapped in.
Well, this is what the box says on this soap. Your skin will love Grandpa's. Use for toilet.
Oh.
Something's just wrong with that statement. Use for toilet, bath, and shampoo. Contains a special vegetable pine tar oil carefully blended to a formula that is over 100 years old. Its distinctively fresh odor disappears with use, leaving one feeling pleasantly clean.
I don't want Grandpa touching my skin, okay?
No. I don't really want toilet something touching my skin either, but I mean, that's what they used to call, don't they call some perfumes though, toilet water?
Yeah.
I think toilet was just like to refer to things you do in the toilet room.
Let's see. So Beverly says it says about the 1 hour response time right in the box with the shipping details. So you'll have to go look at one of your listings and see. And then Will said, my wife used to use a soap, glycerin and honey. It was so good for her bad skin. We got it from Amway. Do you remember them? Aren't they are they still around? I think they are.
They actually
They're still around. I used to be in Amway 2 different times, you know, because once just wasn't enough, I guess. Don't even let me go down that road.
But they do have quality
A
food.
whole show topic of itself, my rant with Amway.
That multi-level marketing
Scheme,
scheme.
scam, scheme, whatever.
I'm sure that their products were very good quality.
No, I think their products were good.
You know, actually, a lot of their products I did like, and it wasn't so much that I had the issue with. But like I said, don't send me down that road.
Don't get me started. Let's see. This goes in the thing.
I bought one of these rapid coolers the other day. This Cooper cooler that
We'll see you, Will. Take care. Yep.
quickly cools your drinks or whatever.
Yeah, I think I have one of those.
It's kind of cool. I mean, not to be funny, cool, but
It's a Cooper cooler. It's a Cooper cooler.
Cooper cooler.
It's to keep your Cooper cool.
Rapid beverage chilling appliance is what it is.
I don't think mine is sold. I'll have to check. I don't remember if it's sold or not.
It also warms too, apparently.
I just can't see buying a whole device because I can't remember to put stuff in the fridge.
Yeah. Yeah, lift the lid, add hot tap water, and place your baby bottle onto the roller.
Let's see. Beth says, I've got one done because I'm researching my amber necklace, found a Russian silver mark on it. Ooh, this is going to be good. When you get this done, this is going to be a good listing. Oh, we're in listing mode now. Full on. Full on listing mode.
Yeah, really, I got here and brought the show to a crashing halt.
I know. Thanks for bringing us all down, Linda.
Maybe we felt like we had to get some work done. Coming up on the third hour of our.
Yeah, this has been a long show.
Been a great show.
Yeah. I love it when it's so interactive and people are commenting and talking, and it's great. I was in a Facebook group yesterday, and I was picking on a troll. I wasn't picking on a troll. I was just neutralizing a freaking troll. And we went back and forth a little bit. And I stayed polite. I stayed positive. You know, I used more fact than just anecdotal information, you know. And the the moderator of that group texted me later and said, I appreciate you like staying positive and handling that troll, you know, that negative interaction or whatever. And then he texted me back later and was like, I was talking to some of the other moderators in the group, and we all agreed that you really wanted to wring his neck. Like I really did. I really did. And it's not, I don't even know why I put energy into it, because it's wasted on people that just want to be negative. But I'm always more concerned about the effect that they may have on other people than really the effect that I might have on them.
Yeah.
And Val said, Linda, God, why did you have to bring us down? So Beverly, do you think you're going to do your necklace as an auction, or do you think you will do it as like a fixed price listing? He's back. I hear him up there. I haven't had a sale today yet.
I think I've had one.
Yeah.
We got a pathetic offer, but
11 minutes, honey. I promise. 11 minutes. He doesn't believe me. Are you done for the day? Okay. That's nice.
11 minutes, you make me Nescafe?
Yeah, I will make you Nescafe in 11 minutes.
I know.
Whatever you want.
Okay.
All right. Go change.
Go do man stuff. Go chop wood or something.
Linda said, go do man stuff. Go chop wood or something.
I was doing man stuff in the morning.
He's
Making money.
He's been making money since 6 o'clock, he said.
well, then go sit and take a load off.
Chris said, then go sit down, take a rest.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
10 minutes.
10 minutes. I'm going to wrap up the show. All right.
I like how you translated for me. I forget. Like I had several bosses that were, you know, like one was born in the Czech Republic and one was born in Bulgaria. And you don't think about those idioms that you use like constantly, and how they don't, you know, always understand.
They don't translate usually.
Translation doesn't really work.
Yeah.
Or even just like slang. I mean, I called somebody a redneck, and my Bulgarian boss was like, "What is this redneck?
Yeah.
How do I explain a redneck?"
Yeah. And it's tough to do. It's tough to.
Yeah. But it's weird how much you don't realize you're using them, but you have to be aware of not using them.
Right. And his I don't know. I might list that necklace on the high end of what you think the amber necklace would go for. Like, yeah, way on the high end, and just list it for a short time and see how much interest you get.
Yep. I'd give it a
Tracy
week.
said,
then
"Stop
maybe
being so cute."
best offer or anything, and
Yeah.
then
Yep. No best offer, no nothing, and just see what you get. Tracy said, "Stop being so cute." We can't help it. We're always like that. And Andy said she hasn't had a sale either, only 2 yesterday. So I'm hoping that we'll pick up with all this activity
it must be a
we're
concern.
doing. No sales. Let's see. Wimpy Whistler says, my son has Asperger's and sometimes takes things literal. Can be funny. My grandson, who is 10, he's not on the spectrum, but you would think he might be. He's been tested, but they say he's not. He's ADD, severely ADD, and he is also clinically depressed at 10. I think that is the saddest thing. But he doesn't do social cues or humor either, he says some of the most amazingly funny things.
Yeah.
Like his perspective, his opinions are so strong. It's interesting to hear him talk.
Yeah.
I can't wait until they come in July for a couple of days.
Kids are very literal. I mean, even in general, not necessarily on, special needs or whatever kids. But my nephew, when he was he's 23 now, 24. But when he was about 4, I guess, he was at my house and it had been raining outside. And when he came in, I said, make sure you wipe your feet. And he reached over, like bent down and started like
wiping them off
of his foot. It was so cute.
You're going to have to be more specific.
Or, yeah, what was the other thing? Hold on to your hat. That was one I used to say to him. Hold on to your hat. And he'd be like, why? Why? Like, come on, Johnny. Work with me.
Funny stuff. Oh, who was that?
Yeah. Who dat? Who dat?
Who dat? Who dey?
Nope, just a coupon.
Yay!
20% off. Something.
Oh, it is pouring down rain here.
Hey, do you put videos in many of your listings or any of your listings, or do you offer them? I always offer them, and I usually, when I'm taking pictures, will take a quick video just so I have it, but I don't put it in my listing. But I just do it. It's more for a cover your butt kind of thing. Like if I have a video of it working, I feel like people would be less likely to say, hey, this doesn't work.
Yeah.
I have a video of it working. I don't know.
Anna said my 9-year-old is very top of it, and they can be very interesting. Val says my oldest son is slightly Asperger's, now 27. He's brilliant and smart, but can't get social cues either and lacks empathy, and he's doing good. My grandson lacks empathy as well. Wimpy Whistler says my son is 18. We visited my dad's last night, and he just came right out and told my dad he needed to mop his floors. And Andy says that sound gives me PTSD. Nana Beth says it's pouring rain here. Good sleeping weather. I feel an app coming on. So Beverly, let us know how that hangs out. Are you going to be all right, Chris?
I love that. That sound gives me PTSD. It's like I hear that sound. Oh crap!
Right.
What did I do? What do you want?
Right.
It's like a Pavlov or something.
Come on. Last listing done, and then I've got to go and
Nescafe.
make the HUDs some Nescafe.
Yeah, I might make myself a little hot tea and sit down and relax for a minute.
Yeah. Yeah, some hot tea doesn't sound too bad. I think I'm gonna sit on the couch for a little bit. Oh yeah, good. I would love to see this necklace, Bev. Post it on Facebook.
I love amber. Oh, always makes me think of Jurassic Park.
With the little
Keto and
DNA thing inside, yeah. Well, I hope that this has been a productive day for everyone. I have gotten lots of new listings up, which is good.
That is good.
Let's see. Oh, this is really, really pretty. You guys should go look at this.
I
It's
will.
gorgeous. Oh, it's so butterscotchy.
Mm.
Butterscotch.
Butterscotch.
Oh yeah, it does have a Russian mark on it, and it says 875, I think. Huh.
I'm looking. Hold on. Oh, yummy. Yeah, that's pretty awesome.
Did you figure out what the mark was, Bev? Val says she enjoys your live daily shows. Thank you for doing this. I get my laughs for the day. I enjoy it too. I do a lot. Jade says that her son has overabundance of empathy. That's wonderful. Let's see.
It's funny you mentioned that. My aunt, who's almost 90, has no empathy. But it's not part of anything on a spectrum that she's on. She just doesn't have any. She's done wore it out. But she freely admits it.
Okay, Bev, the P on your mark, your jewelry mark, is for the district of Riga in Latvia under Soviet rule. And it looks like it could be the maker's mark from Kombinat Kerbershites. And I'm going to post that information over. And I just found this from a search. I'm just going to post that over. In the Facebook group as well. So they are some good pictures. They're really good pictures. Hello.
Hello.
Did you just buy that jacket? I'm so mad at you. Why did you buy that stupid jacket? I would have sent it to you for nothing.
Because I wanted you to have a thing.
Oh, I don't care. Well, thank you, but I don't even care.
I want that jacket.
Okay. So I'm going to post that. 875 would be the purity of the silver. You're welcome. And yes, these are really good pictures. I'm really impressed with this necklace. I love that you did the blue light. Like you took a picture of the blue light lighting these two. This is so smart. I hope you get thousands of dollars for this necklace. I don't know what it's worth, but it's awesome. All right, I'm going to wrap it up because now I'm a minute over and, you know, we don't get in trouble. So thank you guys for being here. Thanks to everybody. It does look like a really expensive necklace, Nana-Beth. I agree. It is gorgeous. And I would weigh it too, just to see how much amber you've got there. You got 0.65% of a listing finish. That is wonderful. Overachiever. So I'll see everybody later. Thanks,
Bye.
Linda. Thanks, Chris, for being here. Thanks for all the interaction. I love you guys. I will see you next time. Just remember that the dream works when you do. So keep dreaming and keep working. And I'll see you guys the next time. And I don't know, Beverly, I don't know what it's worth. I have no idea. But go high, whatever it is. Whatever those necklaces are bringing, go high. All right, I'll see you guys later. Bye.